Dave, right here in the front.
Chris, you told us about your hand in the Western Conference Finals. I just want to know, has the partially torn ligaments affected you at all during the NBA Finals series?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Sam?
CP, I know your head's not in this place, but we were talking a book about Team USA and what's going on with the program. A little bit out of left field, but I mean they're hurting for bodies right now, and you had chosen not to do it. Is this maybe a thing where your phone could ring and that gets revisited, or is that decision pretty final?
Yeah, my phone ring all the time. But no, I'm not focused on that. You know what I mean? I'm focused on obviously what we have going on, and I hope those guys are healthy and well. But we got to handle this first and foremost.
Dwayne on the right.
Yeah, Chris, with Willie, obviously he's about to make that thing happen. What's the emotions for you knowing that now he is there and that this is going to happen?
What you talking about?
The Pelicans job.
What? It's like what?
What do you mean what?
What? There's been an announcement?
No, it hasn't been announced now.
Oh,
Right.
I don't know nothing.
So you're going to play like it?
I'm hoping for him,
You
but
keep playing it like it. We good.
I don't know nothing till it's finalized.
Quick follow though. The turnover thing is just something that you just don't do. So, how in the past have you gotten out of even an experience like that and getting back to normal what you usually do?
Usually just playing, just playing. It's something I don't dwell on. You know, even though it may be an anomaly for me, it happens. You know what I mean? I turned the ball over hella times before. End of the day, we got to win the game. You know, and me turning the ball over is not giving us enough shots at the basket. So I'll figure it out.
Hey, Chris, what have the emotions of the last 24 hours been for you? And as the vocal leader of this team, what are you saying during this time?
Excuse me, sorry. Not much, just understanding we did what we were supposed to do. They did what they were supposed to do. You know, now we're coming back home and we got to protect home court.
Back right.
I hate it, but it's that simple. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't sweep but one series. You know, so this is what happens in a series. That's why they make it 7 games, you know, and this is the final, so it's dramatic. So we got to protect home court and win the game tomorrow.
Chris, this late in the season, this deep into this series, over the last 2 days, are you focused on, is there an adjustment left to be made on the board? Are you focused on just mentally preparing? Like, what do you even do, you know, this late into the process before a game 5 like this?
Do everything you always do. Get your body work, tissue work, watch film, and get ready for the next game. Not a lot of adjustments, but always there's something that you can do better. If it's boxing out, if it's rotations, if it's shooting, it's just sort of what we do all season long, but the game doesn't change. Same thing.
CP, given what you went through on the COVID front, I just wonder how closely are you watching just what's happening in the world again? We got an uptick, the Team USA stuff, and you know, there's a part of you with this special opportunity in front of you guys where you're going, let's just get it over the finish line without another hiccup?
I pay close attention to it because I have family just like everybody else. Right. You know what I mean? My parents traveling to Milwaukee, coming to this game. You know what I mean? So, you know, my kids, LA just put a new mandate in where you wear masks inside. My family's there. So I pay attention to it just like everybody else. So try to control what I can control, stay in the moment with the finals. But health is a huge concern, not just for my family, but for everybody.
Have the restrictions for you guys been, you know, the same, even in the last week, or is there any?
Restrictions been on us all season, so that ain't pretty much changed. Told you all that I'm seeing here in Phoenix is the arena and the practice facility, you know. But
Gina, next one in the center.
Chris, just watching what Book did going from the tough shooting night in game 3 to having the performance he did in game 4, just what did you maybe observe from him in that in-between time that where he kind of just locks right back in and goes out and does what he does in game 4?
I wish I had a better answer for you, but it's nothing. Nothing. Book been scoring the ball, playing for a long time, so if it was a tough shooting night, game 3, like I said, that's an anomaly, so you don't really think much about it. You just like, oh, we got another game? Okay. So it wasn't much. It wasn't nothing. I ain't say nothing to him. You just go out there and play.
He's talked so much about during the playoffs that these are the games that he's been waiting to play in, and this is what he's been waiting his whole career for. Do you sense that in him? Is that just like an unspoken thing, or just like how do you sort of see that?
Kind of
in him?
unspoken. All season long, Book has sort of had that mindset, and you can tell, you can see it. When he struggled with his teams here for so long, you don't have as many televised games. You don't have games where the fans are like cheering and rooting against you, so he's prepared for these moments, hell, since he was probably in high school or college, and now you just get a chance to seize it.
Melissa?
Hey, Chris. LeBron recently said that he's paying close attention to the finals because he has a horse in the race named Chris Paul. I'm curious, obviously he's been to the finals so many times. How much contact have you guys been in during this time?
We talk. I got a number of guys that I talked to. Braun, I was there with him in the finals when they played against the Spurs. You know what I mean? So we always shooting text here and there, whether it's him, whether it's Melo, D-Wade, just always. That's what you do with friends.
Is there anything any of them have said to you during this time that's really resonated with you?
Good luck, go win it. You know what I mean? It's not that dramatic, I'm telling you. I promise you. It's not.
Last two, Mark, and then we'll take it back right.
Hey, Chris, how do you compare how you handled losses or tough performances earlier in your career to now?
I don't know. In this league, when you play long enough, and I feel like I done played at least for a little while, you have to have a short memory. You can't dwell on it, win or lose. If you win by 20, if you lose by 20, you start back over 0-0, and you go from there. And that's just always sort of been the mindset.
Chris, you mentioned how you guys have had to deal with the protocols all season, and this is the deepest you've gone into the playoffs in your career. How much of the tiredness is mental? How much of it is physical at this point, and how do you kind of deal with that with 3 games left, possibly 3 games left?
None of it, actually. When you prepare for something like this, hell, when I lost in the playoffs with the Clippers, I would keep training and working out, just for these moments, and so when this does happen, you're excited for it. I think tired is the last thing, like mentally or physical, because what else do you play for?
Great. Thanks, Chris.